It's the master of the royalty, man. Your boy King Rebel, your host.
Uncle Rico.
Yeah, man, we doing it big, man. 214 stand up, man. We gotta do it big for the city, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, we want to address that China Mac, Charleston White situation as far as his point of view on agents saying nigger and the agents being Crips and agents uh, being influenced by black culture or hip hop. And we want to check out this interview. We're going to check out the story. We're going to give you some commentary about it. It's just like a reaction to what been going on. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, let's dive. You got some intake on that? Something you want to put out there before we dive into the video?
Salute out to Charles White, man.
Already, man.
Salute out to all the real cats in the world, man. Know what it's like to come from the mud of the gutter streets, especially Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Texas. Cause we don't get no props for anything that we do or we don't contribute. Once again, we don't get enough. Not saying that we don't get none. We don't get enough. And this bothers me slightly. Mm-hmm. Slightly enough to sit up here and say, hey man, I salute Charles White on this shit. He was on the motherfucking money 100% on this shit. Not that I got anything against agents, cause I grew up loving the shit out of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee opened up my mind to a whole different understanding when it came down
Kung Fu theater
to other people. You know bad motherfucker. Hey, one time, real quick, King Rebel, I didn't know the difference at one time between Lao, Koreans, Cambodians, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese. I didn't know. I went into a movie shop looking for some Kung Fu movies and seeing what I thought was Kung Fu movies with ponytails and shit and swords, and I asked him, hey, I don't see Bruce Lee in here. Man tell me, no Bruce Lee up in here, no Bruce Lee up in here. Did this here. Asian community. Motherfuckers don't love y'all without Bruce Lee.
They don't even fuck with y'all. We fuck with Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee and his family, that's what make niggas fuck with y'all.
Yeah, for
Not,
real.
it ain't even real no more when it come down to your food, because I just found that it's Mexicans cooking your shit behind the closed doors.
Oh, you know, it's a call, the best is in everybody's kitchen, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, goddamn, man. When you embrace our culture and what we do,
for real,
you should never ever say, fuck that bitch ass nigga, he entitled to his opinion. His opinion. Excuse me, he entitled to his opinion. You should never ever say that to us, man.
Never.
Never. You supposed to say, hey, maybe we misunderstood, or maybe we wrong, and pay homage to walking, talking, acting, looking like a nigga.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Not what a nigga is, but a nigga. Crippin' and blood came from niggas. So when a nigga talking, show a nigga some form of respect, regardless of what he's saying to you. I ain't got no business talking shit to a samurai when that shit came from a motherfucking samurai.
In other words, shut the fuck up when niggas is talking.
Shit.
About niggas shit when you ain't got no parts of it. Niggas think these old, I gotta say this before we even get to the video. Like these outside people who are not black, when they become rappers, they don't understand the same nature in which a black rapper or someone who actually from the community is expressing these things. Like they talking about crime and doing this and doing that for the sake of talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Cause when they hear it, this is what stands out to them. But in actual reality, rappers telling you the conditions of life, the situations they in that force them to this and that, while at the same time educating people who don't know. And instead of hearing it and hearing the value of it, you disrespect the culture by jumping in trying to mimic something, and you really don't have a true understanding of it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
And our natural existence have and always will be struggle. We just took struggling and turned it into artwork.
It made it look cool, artwork. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You right. You know what I'm saying? We took pain and turned it to a positive by music and different things that we do as far as the culture. Even the way we get down, dress, clap. Man, I'm gonna be honest. They say niggas don't make nothing. Nigga, we create culture.
We the salt of the earth.
Shit.
That
We
was,
create
that was,
culture.
if you believe, if you're a spiritual person and you believe in the Most High, God the Most High said, we're the salt of the earth. Now I'm not knocking you Asians for wanting to be Crips. I'm not knocking you for that. I think at one point in time, being affiliated Crippin is the most beautiful thing in the world if it's nationwide. But you gotta keep one thing in mind. Even within us, we can't walk around and say we Crips if we don't get put on by a G. That's a Crip. I don't see
Oh, man.
I don't see not one nigga with y'all.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, let's get into that video.
Well, let's
you
do
can see.
that.
Let's first
And
start.
I can stand for correction, people.
We're gonna start with the Charleston wife. Now it is a nigga and they talking about they really from the hood, they really put in work.
Is that nigga saying he put them on?
Nah, ain't nobody saying that. I ain't seen that nigga came out and say who put them on now. It looked like they just, you know how side them was. They just live around black people in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some I ain't gonna call it some sister might, you know, like side had a baby with a sister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna put a name on her. But the point I'm making is that they just grew up in the neighborhood, and over time now, them niggas is accepting them like they one of us when they struggle is not like ours.
It's not.
Like who is seeing agents walking down the street calling the police?
And I think Saul was loud.
I don't know what it was.
I
They
think
all
Saul,
say-
so we had a cat grew up with us named Saul.
Yeah.
And he was a cool little cat. He ran with,
Asian.
he grew up with us. Cool little dude, you know what I'm saying? Now, think about it, even with us talking about him, he never put himself out of perspective without knowing to publicize, hey man, I'm in, because they were always let in.
Exactly.
So when you talk to him, first thing he gonna do is tell you, hey man, this is who I grew up on. These niggas gave me the game. These niggas tell me when I'm fucking up, when I won't fucking up.
Shit.
We don't do this, we don't do that. If you're gonna be around us, this is how you do this and this is how you do that.
Nah, for real.
That's how Saul was.
Yeah. Man, in other words, he didn't force his way in. He got in where he fit in, put it like that. And he had the support of the neighborhood because, hey man, because anytime you get out of place, side, a nigga come right down on you.
Real
I'm
talk.
just being honest, nigga. Side done got beat up in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Nigga, shit.
He done got rescued in that motherfucker
nigga
too.
done came and saved him.
It's been time. See what I don't like about this
Now,
shit,
Side
man.
can't initiate no plays.
Cause I don't like shit like this. Cause I don't like the response for a person, for him to say he's entitled to his opinion, bitch ass nigga. You don't want them. Y'all don't want them. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't. Worst thing you can ever do. And I'm not speaking for Charles White. I'm supporting Charles White because I know. Last thing y'all want is a bunch of niggas who don't get along and got different opinions to wake up and come together and share the same opinion
About y'all.
and have the same struggle about y'all. We ain't got shit to lose.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't have.
See,
As Negroes, we don't have a country to go back
Rico,
to.
Uncle Rico, now what you hitting back is a hard point right there.
Yeah.
Because we ain't got no, what if all niggas wake up and say y'all the enemy?
See,
You know how we get down? In the neighborhood, what if we spread out the neighborhood and start saying y'all the enemies? And had that same motion you see every day on your news and on Facebook and on YouTube, how we deal with each other. What if we stop doing each other like that and start dealing with the Asians like that? Then I could understand Asian hate, but no niggas has done that. No niggas done that. That's the whole point of this conversation.
And you don't even know in that for magic, that would be a lie too. It won't even be about no Asian hate, cause you don't know nowadays who's who. They're sitting up putting out her and seeing what they like when it come down to this community resolution and progress. You see what I'm saying?
They ain't got no affiliation with that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And we get to talk about what the crip is. They ain't got no affiliation with that. Y'all ain't helped that struggle.
It sound like to me like y'all took a page out of Eddie Griffin book. Crip mean crip cut. Crip mean crip cut. And he ain't tied his OP no bitch ass nigga. Crip mean crip cut. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's get into the video one time. We gonna start with Charles White. He talking hella shit too. I hope y'all can hear it.
Where y'all get y'all recipe? Cause that season, that chicken and that fish y'all got, it don't taste like mud is
It don't taste like my dinner. See.
You don't know how to properly use no seasoning.
Now you know Charles. He's professional at touching your heart if he against you. You hear me? Now let's see how the Asians respond. You know what I'm saying? You see how they got down?
Real disrespectful though. You know what I mean? He ain't had to say all that. He's entitled to his opinion though. But you know what I'm saying? When he want to address something though, he want to address some shit too. So you know what I mean? It's what it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how we really raised, you know, so this is how we talk, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how us Asian folks raising us. When you talk to shit, know your history, how we were raised too.
Straight up.
They talking about know your history. They from the gutter, and the only reason y'all in that position because you want to be. You want to be. Y'all ain't come from no redlining, lynchings, and Jim Crow and slavery. You ain't got to be in that position. And the crazy part, they gonna in this video, they gonna try to associate themselves with us, talking about they went through the same struggle we going through. Ain't nobody went through what niggas went through in this country. I'm gonna have to say the closest people you can say that is the Mexicans, the Latinos in general, and the Native Americans. Everybody else in this country, Chinese, Africans, Arabs, white, ain't none of them had no struggles in this country. They been riding the back of the people who struggling. All right, what's up, man? I see you, Uncle Rico, looking like it touched you in a certain way.
I'm just trying to understand how you say he entitled to his opinion, but it's people or your partners or whatever it is around you, and they saying fuck you bitch ass nigga to something that we gave birth to. So
Mimicking the whole style.
yeah, if you not gonna respect what you saying and saying he has no opinion, shut the fuck up and let the one that sound intelligent talk.
Shade.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut
And let the one that
fuck up.
sound intelligent talk. Because once again, man, for the community that y'all supposed to represent, and for the niggas to be standing with y'all or around y'all, y'all had to acknowledge to everybody, well, you should acknowledge to everybody else, they let you in. Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't talking about as far as you representing the struggle being Asian in America and what you consider to be similar to what we done been through. I'm talking about on this Crips, though. I'm talking about for you to walk around, talk, walk, eat, wear your clothes like a nigga, and you ain't nigga.
That's what it boiled down. Like, can niggas have something for themselves?
No, not in this society.
Everything we do is absorbed and took from somebody, then they try to sell it back to us.
And again, I want to tell y'all, that for everybody's watching this, I do not have anything against these Asians. I just don't agree where credit is not due where it's due. If you know goddamn well your ass cannot grow waves or afro, why the fuck you got a wave cap on?
You know what I'm saying?
Why the fuck you looking like everyday niggas look, but don't want to give the niggas they props
for
For you
creating
looking like them, or you talking like them, or you flagging like them.
You know what I'm
Then you
saying?
got nerve to call one of ours
Bitch,
a bitch ass nigga. Now when I say one of ours, I mean that shit.
He black.
He black. He a nigga.
Shit.
He done been through shit that niggas done been through for 400 goddamn years. To where once again, we ain't got shit to lose in this motherfucker. You can go back to
China.
China, Japan,
Oh yeah, Korea, wherever.
Korea. Guess what? When we try to go to Africa, guess what they tell us? Y'all not our people. Ain't nobody saying nothing about this shit. They not gonna tell you that shit. They not gonna tell you, you been in America too long, you Americanized. Now you come back crip.
Oh yeah. Now you come, but they like to cane your ass over
Come
there.
on, man. Come on, man. And all I'm doing is saying, hey man, I would love to embrace y'all on cripping. Not Chinese or me being human being. We all human beings, we know that. But I want to embrace y'all for what y'all look like y'all representing and standing for. But how can I do that when y'all don't look like Tookie? Y'all don't like Raymond Washington? Y'all don't like my G? Y'all don't like nobody from goddamn me Dixie? Y'all don't like nobody from Mellow Grove?
You know what I'm saying?
Now, when I say Mellow Grove, that's for the OGs that really know what I'm talking about. In Dallas or in Texas. You don't look like none of them niggas. You don't like folk trade to me.
Nah, not at all.
I don't understand. So when you see, just cause them niggas let y'all parade around like y'all some for real ass cuz, hey man, you supposed to have when a motherfucker is talking, and whether you agree or not, because you know that's where it came from, shut the fuck up. Let the one that's saying I can't tell you continue to talk. Say some shit off the camera. Cause when you sit up there and say and tell Charles White, that's your opinion, fuck you bitch ass nigga, you ain't gotta say you talking to 100 million motherfuckers look just like him.
For real.
You just told me fuck me, you don't even know me. So my concept is, I wanna befriend you and embrace it, but you kind of fuck that off, nigga.
Nigga, fucking, I can't embrace you, like Rico said. Can't embrace you because you don't have, you showing that you don't have the proper respect for the whole motion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying earlier, where you got all these suburban white kids, Chinese kids, young Arab kids, and listening to hip hop. And some, you ain't had none of these struggles. You ain't been on food stamps. You don't know what it's like to get evicted. You don't know what it's like to have the lights cut off and go into jail, people kicking in you, the police kicking in. You ain't had none of that Holy Spirit. And then you just gonna assume you can identify with it. And then not only assume you can identify with it because you listen to it, you take it the next step further and assume you can take the right to even speak on this shit. Niggas is speaking about life in America and the descendants of slaves, speaking about these atrocities and the hardships it takes to live in this world. That's what rap is talking about. I know y'all don't like the young niggas rap. You know why they talking about murder and something? Shit, they ain't got nothing out here. They ain't got no land to go to.
We ain't got shit to lose.
Ain't got shit to lose. You wonder why everybody, the young brothers talking about murder and something. Y'all from China, you got your own culture, your own identity. Nobody is going over to China and forcing themselves in. Everybody be trying to force themselves in.
Hey, matter of fact, because I heard one of the cats say, you need to know history. You need to know motherfucking history.
Well, they gonna talk about
Now, I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I ain't saying y'all ain't been through shit. Y'all ain't been through shit. We've been through shit for 400 years. Y'all still got somewhere to motherfucking me go. China is trying to take over Africa. Little do motherfuckers know it.
all in the Caribbean.
Shit, we ain't got a motherfucker. Hey man, Negroes, black folks, people, listen what I'm telling y'all. We don't have a motherfucking thing to lose, but we need to wake up so we can have so much to gain. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? All right, now let's see what that young age is talking about. Let's give them fair reading, fair chance. Let's see.
And you know what I mean? We ain't separating nothing, man. We got family out here, though. For real, long line.
See this
You know
nigga
what I'm
back
saying?
here?
So, man, yeah. You know what you talking about. All my...
They walk around with dreads and shit. You know, braids in their head. They swear they niggas. But ain't never had the experience the backlash that come with being that for real.
Get him, Papa. Look, beam up, beam up, beam up, beam up.
Beam out, Devin.
Yeah. Y'all talking about shit look like the Asian to me?
Yeah, man, you know, we ain't trying to advocate no violence or nothing like that, but we gonna spit some facts, though. You know what I mean?
Look at these niggas in the back. Another niggas in the back. Then when they let them talk, after these niggas get done talking, oh, the Asians finna get wired up. See this? Well, let's see if we can get right to that part. You hear how they talking right now?
Have y'all been getting a lot of support from the rest of the Asians across, you know what I mean, the United States and shit?
Yeah. Hey, man, yeah, hell yeah.
China Mac spoke up or said anything, or?
I really don't know, but I hope he say something.
Watch this. Here go the nigga now. Somebody got shit. Hold up.
These really the homies though. These really the homies. They grew up in the same trenches as us. The homie right here grew up riding bikes with my older homies though. On my mama. Niggas real locs out here though. On my mama, you talking about the West, you not from out here. You need to stay out there in Texas. On my mama, these niggas not playing out here. That's how people get hurt. On my mama. And with everything going on with, you feel me, black people and with them, you feel me, and the type of shit that you on right now, it don't even make sense for you to be that old. You really you feel me, an old weird ass nigga.
I'm chasing ass woman, man.
Everything
It's an old ass damn somewhere.
on my mama. He's a nerd. Northside gang.
Family out here.
Now watch how the Asians start getting crunk now. As the niggas done
And
talk.
I eat cats and dogs, nigga. I eat humans too, nigga.
Now they wired up. They talking about eating humans, cats, dogs. You know what I'm saying? Now it's one of our people out there. A couple of niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what's wrong with black people. You couldn't possibly go to China and convince any Chinese to go against some other Chinese. Like a nigga in China couldn't go out there and say, nigga, I'm a samurai too in the Shaolin Temple. And once he got in the Shaolin Temple, he couldn't separate this group of Chinese from that group of Chinese, man. This is what they just did. And the reason why niggas will do that because they have no identity. They cool, they just like mutts. They'll jump on anything. Not all of them, but I'm just telling you the truth. Now, once we lock in on us, shit like this can't happen no more. They wouldn't dare do this shit. The reason they could do it because there's some niggas around them making it feel like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What you guys say about that, man?
Say, man, these niggas up, man. My job right now at this moment is not to diss no success in the West. Because I understand that worldwide, the foundation of this came from the West. It came from Tookie Williams and Raymond Washington. Now, when it come down to what we just saw, what we looking at, it don't matter if I'm from Texas, you can West Coast, wherever. The point of the matter is, man, y'all done allow somebody to penetrate y'all hood and what y'all represent without showing y'all homage. Y'all should have spoke up from the beginning and then introduced them in a defense for themselves by y'all being the example. Instead of y'all allowing them to come in and start saying all kind of S shit and shooting at niggas from Texas.
For sure.
And these niggas and sisters ain't from the West Coast or Texas. Okay, y'all saying we get down with them, they family, they such big homies. It's bigger than that, homie.
Nah, for real.
It's bigger than what you talking about. It's bigger than what they talking about. See, you gotta start having some kind of form of education about you as a people within the set. How can the set be educated outside the set if all you focusing on is throwing the set up? And you missing the bigger picture.
Heavy, you know what I'm saying?
You missing the bigger picture. You see, how you deal with this didn't care how you made you or that look when you co-sign for them. Ain't nobody co-signing for niggas.
I ain't never seen an agent co-sign for a nigga.
Ain't nobody co-signing for niggas.
Heavy.
You sitting up there saying they done been through the same shit. It's bigger than right there in your hood. I'm down south, man. I ain't never seen an agent hang from a tree.
Never.
Not saying they have, but I ain't never seen over here. History don't show a black man that.
I ain't never seen an agent have door kicked in the whole Asian neighborhood, and the Asian man was dragged down in front of the whole neighborhood, and the police just arrest him, shoot his dog, mace his woman, rip open the wall, kick in, you know, bust the window, throw gas, a smoke grenade. I ain't never seen them just treat no agent like that.
Hey man, in
They
America,
talking about they from the hood.
America just like jail. You can be anything you want to be in this motherfucker.
Anything.
As long as you're a part of American system. The system gonna have you sitting up here and say, you ain't staying in Texas, homie. It's in this is West Coast. It's bigger than that. Nigga, we people. We a divided nation that they fighting to no longer exist. It's bigger than that. Now, once again, I'm gonna go back and bring something to your memory. I would like to embrace them because of the culture, but because of how I was presented and how y'all defend it, I can't do that. Now, I ain't talking about no violent shit. I'm talking about real life shit. I ain't got nothing against none of the real sets that create the foundation of community revolution and progress. I got a problem with how the young folks bypass everything. Now they start blaming on the older generation. The big homies don't, hey man, I'm not speaking on the West Coast, I'm speaking on the topic.
That's right.
Let's get that clear. I'm speaking on the topic. The topic is, hey man, goddamn, when niggas gonna start taking camera for motherfuckers that's walking and talking acting like us, that ain't us.
For real. They ain't under none of the pressure that a nigga who did some whole shit would have to go through.
Hey man, did
They
this
ain't got that one sparing none of that.
Did this hood, man. I saw two of y'all hit the set up, salute y'all, said y'all family. But guess what somebody should have took this for doing? Hey man, because Crippin came from us, y'all don't need to sit back and say, bitch ass nigga. The whole world don't give you a pass for that just because we let you make it in the hood.
For real.
Because y'all let them make it in the hood.
214, man. You know what I'm saying? That just the inside.
And once again, man, Charles White, man, stay on their ass.
Yeah, stay on that.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope
you know what Texas niggas gonna dump down.
I'm waiting on you. And once again, man, I ain't trying to start no beef, no beef. None of this shit with you niggas. I'm just up and saying, hey man, if you gonna give birth to these niggas, say you gave birth to them. Cause we not talking about these niggas saying we migrated into America and we immigrants and we wound up going through some shit similar and we wound up, they not saying that. We talking about you niggas let these niggas say they cuz and they don't give a fuck how they represent cuz. Which is a part of our culture. We invented that. Now I ain't even trying to make it seem like it's a Texas and West thing because I got mad respect for them. I don't want to do that. Because we don't fuck around like that. We don't. And you can say what the fuck you want to say about South Oak Cliff. But you ain't finna see no Asian run around that bitch somebody you could.
Nah.
And if there's one out there, y'all need to bring the bitch to me. And the only reason why I call him bitch because he might be on the shit they on. Shit.
That's what you gonna realize though, man. We finna run a little bit
This supposed to be, they supposed to present this shit where a nigga supposed to embrace and have love for with them knowing how to present they shit.
I spit safari, nigga, because I'm half safari,
We just
nigga.
being nice too right now. We being nice right now, nigga. We being nice.
These the Asian though. Talking about Asian, the Asian hate. You know what I'm saying? When they beating up black girls in stores and all that.
They say,
shit,
I mean,
you
well,
know
I'm
what saying?
glad they decided to be nice.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad they decided to be nice.
1805 mob.
It need to stay nice. It need to
They a
stay.
mob, you heard
It
me?
need to stay nice, man. Y'all, I mean,
Rico.
I'm just tripping on them. How they just bitch ass nigga, this nigga. I'm just tripping on this shit. Cause get what? Your ass can't migrate into China
That shit is fake, man.
or Japan. You sure can't go to South Korea, North Korea, and do that shit. And niggas, the same niggas is with them. These niggas gonna turn around and say, "Shut the fuck up, man. We not at home."
Shit.
What is you doing? What is you doing talking to these people like that? But we the only race of people. We the only divided nation of people that will allow another nation to disrespect us, wearing the same shit, looking like us, and talking like us, and say the shit is acceptable. Not commendable, but acceptable.
Nah, for real.
Charles White,
Yeah, man, with that, man, we finna get ready to close this.
Shit.
You with your boy King Rebel,
Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico. We are the Rebel.